I am a member of Missionary Baptist Church. That's home for me. I grew up in that community, so this entire area is my home. And so when I come to Day Street Missionary Baptist Church, I don't feel like a guest because we've been fellowshipping for as long as I can recall. So I appreciate the opportunity to come and share what God has placed on my heart to give to you all. And I am a nurse by profession, and I have a doctorate in health education. But the real calling on my life is to promote health and wellness holistically. Because one of the things that I've identified in my lifetime is that we as a Christian body, we say that we love the Lord and we coordinate and participate in events like this and all of our Sunday morning services, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever your meetings are during the course of the week. But we're not focusing on our physical health. And for so long, we have been focusing on learning God's word, but for some reason, the interpretation of taking care of our physical temple has been omitted. Amen. So my calling in this world is to bring our attention back to applying that holistic lifestyle back into God's word, because he meant for us to live well every day. Amen. And in living well, part of that great commission with your thing, I recognize your thing, and I recognize your esteemed leader, Pastor Davis, and his leadership in our district, and his beautiful wife, Ms. Wanda Davis. And one of the things is that we as a body of believers, sometimes we get really frustrated and irritated, and we get to a point where we don't want to work because it seems like we don't have the support. Well, my job today is to come here and to tell you that you got to go anyway. Amen. And the story that God gave to me to share with you is that the story is found in Luke 5. And in Luke 5, you'll find Jesus going about his business because he is so obedient to what he has been called on the earth to do. He's going about his business, preaching the word throughout Judea. And when he gets to the Sea of Galilee in chapter 5, and he gets to the bank of the lake, there are so many people who's wanted to hear his word because by now the word has gone forth and they have heard about this man who is talking about the goodness of God. So there's so many people coming towards him. He knows they're on the bank of the lake. There are two empty boats. Jesus steps into a boat and he asks the owner of one of the boats, Simon, to pull him out some in the lake so that all the people can see him, because he wanted to make sure that the word went forward. Okay, when Jesus got into the boat and he went out some in the water, he went on about his business preaching God's word. And in preaching God's word, when he got done with preaching God's word, he told Simon to go out a little deeper, go out to the deeper part of the lake, and I want you to cast your net down. And cast your net down, and when you cast your net down, you're going to get an abundance. Well, Simon was a little skeptical because he said, Lord, sir, we have been working hard all night. All night. And we haven't been able to get anything. But Simon was obedient. And he cast his net down. And when he cast his net down, there was such an abundance that, remember, there was two boats on that dock, that he had to call for his partners to bring the second boat to catch all the fish. And even when the two boats got together, the boat still started to sink. That's what the word said. That's what the word said. So this is what I'm here to tell you about going for mission. Sometimes it feels like you got to go by yourself, but when God tells you to go, you got to go. Because what happens when you're obedient to God's word, he'll give you a blessing. And that blessing may be the people that you need to help you. And sometimes you just need a few. 2 or 3. Because he said, where 2 are gathered. What he said? They're in the midst. So you don't always have to have big crowds. The people that are here today were the people who were needed to be here. Amen. So, getting back to the story. So, when there was an abundance, Simon Peter and his partners, James and John, the sons of Zebedee, they were all just overwhelmed with this abundance because they had been fishing all night and they didn't get anything. And here this man comes, and all he had to do is cast down his net, down in this water, in the deep, and they got an abundance. Jesus told them, do not fear, because Simon Peter was so overwhelmed, he thought, he told the Lord, he told Jesus to go away from me because I'm full of sin. Right. He just didn't think that he was worthy enough to be in the presence of the Messiah. But Jesus told him, fear not. Because from this point forward, you're going to be fishers of men. Sometimes we think that we're here for one purpose, but God has something else for us. You got to focus on your relationship. Pastor already talked about it. You got to know Jesus for yourself. And in your relationship to Jesus, you got to know that he wants us to live well every day. But it starts with your relationship with Jesus. Everything starts and ends with your relationship with Jesus. Because he is the beginning and the end. And in living well, God wants us to recognize that everything that God made in Genesis was good. Remember, he came to this place, it was void. And he made the earth by just speaking the word, and it was here. You think about in Old Testament, the Leviticus died, and I know we don't have to eat the way they ate, but if you look at the signs of the day, the foods in Leviticus are still more healthier for us today than the foods that we're eating currently. Because what has happened is that the food that we go through processes and putting additive preservatives in them, or what they're using to grow different foods, they are making us sick. And in addition to that, we have gone to big-sizing too much of our food instead of eating the proper portions. And so, instead of eating the proper portions, we think we got to have more. But what we need to focus on is having more Jesus. Because if you have more Jesus, you won't need as much physical food. You need your food to live, and you'll eat to live, but you won't live to eat. We as a people have got to recognize the enemy's attack. It's a stronghold. Food is a stronghold. Food is an addiction, just like any other kind of addiction. Not only the food that we put in, but the waters that we minimize our intake of because we're drinking too many of the fruity sodas, other fruit juices that are not 100%. But not only that, we're not getting our proper rest. We don't get the sunshine that we need. We're not taking time to meditate and live well. Pastor's already spoken it. You've got to pull away. You're not Superman. We're not Superwomen. I don't care if you make think the cartoon character, the fictitious person who's a superwoman, and they make movies and different theatrical plays about you doing many things and multitasking. And I'm a multitasker, and I'm a female, so I'm a fixer. And I like to see everything go in order, in a timeline. But I have to be reminded every day that my time is not God's time. It's not like his time because he has an ordained time for me to do certain things. And that might not be the way what I have written down on my page. So what I have to be open to God's will for my life. And the only way that I'm going to know God's will for my life, I got to spend time with him. I've got to spend time in his word. I've got to meditate on his word. And I got to make sure that I get an understanding of that word and what he would have me to get from it. And every day we learn. There's nobody on this earth that knows everything that's in that Bible. Because every time you pick it up, it may be a very familiar story. But every time you pick it up, you ought to go a little deeper with it. Every time. Because even in this particular story, it's an old story. But when I picked it up this time, I thought about it. Wow. Simon, he didn't realize who he was really dealing with until the miracle was seen. But you got to remember that we walk by faith and not by sight. You don't necessarily always see what's going on the other side of the storm. Yeah, we're living in a time that seems to be turbulent right now. But what we have to remain focused on is that God is in total control. Pastor already